What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are in fantastic day today. And today we have the GeminiJets January 2023 releases for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video, as today's going to be a little bit different, but I'll kind of explain that throughout. But still, a really good release here, and I'm very excited to talk about it. So let's get into it. So when these came out yesterday, I was actually at Denver International Airport doing some plane spotting, which was so much fun. And I actually ended up doing a live reaction at the airport, which was really cool. So if you want to check this out, feel free to. It wasn't the best of quality, and I apologize about that, but I thought it'd be fun because I knew that at some point they were probably going to get leaked to me if I didn't do this. So I ended up doing this and it worked out pretty well. So if you'd like to go check this out, and there was also some plane spotting in there too, it was a bunch of fun and I would recommend it. So here's that video. Feel free to go check it out. Denver was a blast, and expect a ton of content to come on that in the near future. But I still want to make a little bit more of a formal video once I got home here, kind of talk about the new GeminiJets releases. These were for January of 2023, like I said, and there were some really good ones here. So like I said, I've already seen these models, so I do know what they are. So it isn't live, but I still want to discuss my thoughts, and it's kind of nice since I've had a few out, or a little bit of time to digest it and really think about it. So ultimately, I thought it was a really good release. But once again, we'll go through these and take a look at them. So let's take a look. All right, so we're going to start here with the Aeroflot IL62M. This is a really good release. Charlie Papa 86492. It was really nice to get the variety here on this release, and I think GeminiJets did a good job by doing this. So certainly nice to get to see that right there. It is a really cool airplane. I think that one's going to be a hot seller for anybody looking for one of those. So certainly a nice airplane right there. We had the American Airlines 77-9, both the flaps up and flaps down configuration. Certainly an exciting model. I probably will get one of each, and it's definitely exciting, as I believe this will be the first GeminiJets iteration of the American 77 that has the JC Wings mold, which is certainly exciting, as that mold is really nice. Pictures loading here, but certainly really cool to get to see this aircraft released. I'm very excited for it, and it will be a great addition, even though I did just get the NG Models one, which is one that I've been hunting after for quite some time. It'll still be nice to get another tail number, and I'll probably start slowly pushing out some of those older Gemini releases. While there's nothing wrong with those, I think the variety with the tail numbers is more applicable, rather than having like 8 or 9 of them in some of them being duplicates, obviously. So if we get the more the merrier, and as long as it turns out good with the color and everything, I definitely hope to get not only the flaps up but also the flaps down too. So those will be great additions for the collection. We got a British Airways A380, and I actually wanted to look at this because I did see one at Dallas last week when I was there. I'm not sure what the tail number was though, so let's see which one it was. It was this one's Lima. I saw Juliet, very close. I was trying to remember which one I saw. So I'm possibly considering getting this one because my other one had QC issues because the wing broke off, and then now it just tips up. And unfortunately, I had a little bit of an accident with it, as it got I forgot if something landed on it or if it fell over, but there's a couple antennas that are now bent down. So it's not the biggest deal in the world, but since they're releasing another one, I'm certainly considering it. So certainly a great plane, and I'm excited to see how that one will come out. And we also got the Eastern Airlines Lockheed L188 Electra, which is a great release for retro collectors. 5507. This is a good looking airplane with the Flight Eastern's prop jets livery. I don't think that this is a necessity for my collection for retro projects, but it's still a really cool aircraft, and I know some collectors that will be getting that, so that'll be nice. I like the bird here on the tail. I believe that's what that is. So great plane, and yeah, it's certainly a cool one right there. We're also going to get multiple Emirates releases in this set, including a 777-9X, and this is Alpha 6 Echo Zulu Alpha. Not only did Gemini do the flaps, or no, I'm sorry, not flaps, the wing folded out configuration, but they also did the folded up wing tips, which is very cool. So I think this is very nice for anybody that's looking for it. Particularly the 1200 release does have the mechanism where it can fold up and down, but still nice to see that Gemini is doing both iterations here for our Emirates collectors. And we also got the 777F Sky Cargo release, which is the Juliet prefix there. So this is also cool, and this is still with the relatively new GeminiJets interactive mold, which is a fantastic mold, and I definitely hope to pick it up soon, maybe with that FedEx one that came out a few months ago. Speaking of FedEx, we also got a 767-300. This is a much needed re-release, as this one hasn't been done in a while, so glad to see GeminiJets doing this one. Definitely keep your guys' eyes out on the FedEx company store. I'm sure they'll have some pretty good deals on that aircraft on there. So great time to get a FedEx airplane if you're looking for one to diversify your cargo fleet, and certainly a great opportunity. I don't think I need a second one, but I'll certainly be not denying the fact that I could look into getting another one, so we'll see, but probably not the most practical. We also get a Sun Country 737-800. This one's a Tripod livery, 8420 Yankee, but I believe this has the 40 sticker on it, which is really cool. Several of these are coming out now, so I'm very tempted to get this model, even though I do have the Tripod blended winglets, but a scimitar winglet with the now getting to be commonplace sticker would be cool. So it's certainly not out of the realms of possibility. 40 years of flight, excuse me, so certainly a consideration. We'll see how the model comes out, but definitely not one that I wouldn't shy away from. One that I'm certainly getting though is the World Atlantic Airlines MD-83 808 Whiskey Alpha. This is a very cool release here for World Atlantic, the very first one in GeminiJets' history. This is a really cool airplane. I'm really excited to see how they do on this aircraft. First MD-80 in a little bit, so I'm certainly excited to see this. I hope it comes out good. Definitely a must pick up, even though, you know, these don't come to any of my airports regularly. It's still a really cool MD-80, and I hope to get to see one soon. So great plane, and that is the 1-400s, including we also have a I think it's Minot, hopefully I said that kind of right, something like that, B-52 Stratoforce, which is really cool. I believe that Air Force Base is in North Dakota, 600044. That's a really good looking airplane. I love the B-52 mold. I got the Barksdale one last year, I think it was, when it came out, so certainly a great mold. I'm excited to see how they'll build on that one, and that is certainly a great one to say the least right there. So fantastic release. The 1-200s were also very good. I didn't look at these as in depth, so let's take a look at them. Air Canada A220-300 makes it up the 1-200. That's certainly exciting right there for any 1-200 collectors. That'll be a good aircraft. I'm excited to see how that one comes out. BA 77-8 also transpires up here too, which is another really good release. That 1-277 mold is really nice, so I'm excited to see how that one comes out. We also have the flaps down because Gemini is Gemini, but hey, it doesn't hurt. I think it's a great opportunity. We are now getting the world champion Atlanta Braves Delta 737-800 3746 Hotel. This is another very good release. I'm excited to see how the 400 comes out. 200 will also be applicable for anybody that's looking for a relatively normal Delta 737-800, or this one particularly, or seen it, or likes the Braves, or any of those criteria. So certainly a great release. We're also going to get the flaps and slats extended, which I think for normal liveries, this is more applicable, or really good special liveries, but for a sticker special livery, it kind of makes me wonder, but I can't complain too much. They're certainly doing it, so no complaints to be had with that. Just a thought. We are getting the Dubai Expo, be a part of Magic Emirates A380 Echo Whiskey for this tail number. It's certainly nice to get this 1-200 here again. I did get to see the first release in 1-200, and it is a pretty model, so I would recommend it if you're looking for a really big A380. The FX 777 comes up to 1-200. This is the normal configuration here, which is certainly nice to get to see a normal one done. I think they did it interactive probably 6 months ago or so. It was a while ago, but nice to get to see the normal one coming here. And we also get the 777-300 for Korean Air, which is probably going to be a very popular release. That's a pretty good mold from my understanding, so certainly excited for that. We also get the flaps and slats extended, and we get a Lufthansa A350-900. I'm certainly going to be interested in a 400 if this comes out. I probably should have jumped on top of a Aviation 401. This is the Pop Patel number, but I will end up trying to get one of these because I have seen several of them lately at Chicago and Denver yesterday, so certainly interested in getting one, so that's really cool. We're also going to find a Qantas Airbus A330-300. This is Victor Hotel, Quebec, Papa Hotel. So also getting some really good regions here. Very good diversity here in the 200 section. This is a good release right here. I don't think they've done one of these for quite some time. So a 400 release would be also very good. So really great set there of 1-200 aircraft. That's really good. We also have the debut of a brand new mold, and this is one that I'm certainly interested in. This is the Piper J3 Cub. Really excited to see this 6393 Hotel. This is a pretty cool mold. Obviously, it looks like you got the engine outline there on the front, so I'm eager to see what that's going to end up turning into. But it's a nice, simple Cub. Looks really cool. I'm eager to see how this one sits on the ground. Gemini hasn't done many tail draggers at all in general, so I'm really eager to see how this one's going to turn out. That's certainly a very exciting release, and I'm excited to see how Gemini can build upon what they're doing there. So that's a very exciting release right there, and I'm excited to see how they can build on that, and I'm certainly considering it. It would be a great addition to my Cessna Gulfstream. Don't really have any other like prop planes, so that's why I'm definitely considering this one. Even though I don't have any sentimental value per se to the Piper, it's still a very cool one, and I love Gemini's diversity. So ultimately a fantastic release here for GeminiJets. I thought they did a really good job, starting with the 1-400s. While it's US orientated as per usual, there's still plenty of diversity, including a Soviet aircraft. We also have some retro with the Eastern. We got a British Airways A380, which is always a hot seller. Plenty of Emirates, of course, and then some more US offerings rounded out there. One more narrow body in the Europe would have probably been helpful, or really any region, Africa, South America, you name it. But this is still a very good diverse set, and I do want to look at December again to kind of refresh my memory. Yeah, December was very diverse with some of the planes that we got there, with like the Flybe, the ITA, so the Pobeda. So I really can't complain with this actually, because last month was pretty diverse in general. So this is kind of reasonable. Kind of have your hot US sets for your US collectors, and then get a diverse set for everybody on off months, which December wasn't necessarily an off month, but they kind of turned it into one. So, but this is certainly going to be one of the better GeminiJets releases to go down in history, that's for sure. I think it was very good, and there's still plenty of diversity, and most people could probably find something for themselves out of this release, even if it's just a BA 380 or one of these Emirates is. So certainly really cool, or even the IL-62, which is also a great release. Or even if you want a B-52, you can get that Air Force Base one, so certainly cool. The 1-200s certainly really bring the variety. While they're pretty heavy orientated, we still get some cool narrow bodies like the Air Canada 8-2-2300 and Delta 737-800 with the Atlanta Braves World Champion sticker. But certainly great releases here. There's certainly something for everybody, and these heavies and 1-200 are certainly unmatched when it comes to their quality and how nice they are in that scale. They're kind of the perfect size, because the 1-100 stuff, you can see a couple of them way back there on that far table of videos coming soon on those, are really big, but at the same time it's not a 400 scale plane. So I like the variety they got going there. And lastly, the Piper, kind of the mix of everything, getting a little GA going there. I think that's a great opportunity. So certainly a fantastic job there by GeminiJets for getting the variety going there, and I think it looks fantastic. So let me know what you guys think about this release. Again, sorry that I wasn't able to do a perfect video, but if you'd like to see my live release reaction, here it was here at Denver International Airport, which was certainly a bunch of fun. I'm excited for that content, along with the Dallas trip content to come too. It's kind of scheduled that, if you're wondering. I know it's kind of a model video, but I'll just say real quick since everybody's here. We have the finishing out Airliners International content. The Nitro 7 trip report will be coming out soon, so stay on the lookout for that. Then we'll have the 737-900 for that trip to completely round out that content on United. Following that, I don't know how I want to do the American 737 ones. I want to make individual trip reports because the flights are very unique in their own ways, but I know I've made several of those in the past, and the product wasn't tremendously different. So I'm considering possibly trying to do them both in 1 month, pending how many flights I take in the future here, which I'm anticipating taking quite a few if everything goes according to plan. So I'm not necessarily in a rush for any content, but I'm also not the backlog's plenty big enough to be able to justify doing both these in 1 month. So I might try to make an American 737 month and push out 2 trip reports with all the in-flight videos, just have them going simultaneously. I don't know what I want to do there yet, but I'm certainly considering it if I can get them done, because they're pretty simple and self-explanatory. So rather than condensing the content, get as much out of it as possible, but also not take too long in it. So we'll probably have an American 737 month probably in March. April will bring our first Southwest trip report on the channel, which will be that 737-700 I took yesterday. Southwest is really good, man. I was very impressed with their efforts, so I'm excited to share that with you guys. We had some spectacular views, great takeoff, snow on the ground in Colorado. That was awesome. And then of course the Denver content's going to be immense, along with Dallas spotting as well. I kind of forgot to mention Dallas spotting. Certainly we'll get some content there. And then we'll also have the Night Emerald 175 trip report, which was a pretty fun flight. While it was a nighttime one, that product was honestly pretty good, and we were able to get some nice content out of that. So hope you guys are excited for it, and hopefully if everything goes according to plan, more content to come, because I'm really excited for it. Feel free to check out all the playlists and videos and everything. We have several that have been going out here. It's been tough for me to keep up with how much has been going on, so feel free to check it out if you're interested. We'll have some great videos to start out the year here. I hope you guys are excited for them. And yeah, so with all that being said, that'll do for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process, do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.